Okay, good day, ma'am. So this is Jessica P. Cabasag, and I will be going to discuss the Tibuli tribe in South Cotabato. More than 40 different Tiptics groups can be found in the Philippines. There are 18 tribal groups on the island of Mindanao. The most well-known is the Tibuli tribe that lives in the province of South Cotabato, around Lake Cebu. Since the arrival of settlers originating from the other islands of the Philippines, they gradually moved to the mountain slopes to live in scattered settlements in the highlands. These tribal groups is still living in a traditional way. Tibuli is a landlocked municipality in the coastal province of South Cotabato. The municipality has a land area of 895.83 square kilometers or 345.88 square miles, which constitutes 23.61% of South Cotabato's total area. Its population, as determined by the 2020 census, was about 101,049. So this represented 10.36% of the total population of South Cotabato province or 2.06% of the overall population of the Soxargen region. Moreover, the Tibuli consists of 25 barangays. Based on the Great Circle distance, the cities closest to Tibuli are Coronadal, General Santos, Tacurong, Sultan Kudarat, Digos, Davao del Sur, Kidapawan, and Davao City. The nearest municipalities are Lake Cebu, Tupa, Surala, Banga, Pulumulok, and Tampakan. Its distance from the national capital is 1,017.41 kilometers or 632.19 miles.
The 25 barangays of Tibuli.
The household population of Tibuli in the 2015 census was 91,453, broken down into 21,441 households, or an average of 4.27 members per household. So according to the 2015 census, the age group with the highest population in Tibuli is 5 to 9 years old, with a total of 12,402 individuals. The lowest population is 80 and over, a total of 258 individuals. So combining age groups together, those age 14 and below, a total of 36,560 or 39.98%, age from 15 up to 64, total of 52,799 or 57.73%. However, the old dependent population, age 65 and over, a total of 294 or 2.29%. So the computed age dependency ratios are 69 youth dependents to every 100 of the working age population. There are 4 age senior citizens to every 100 to the working population, and overall, there are 73 dependents, young and old age, to every 100 of the working population. So, the median age of 20 indicates that half of the entire population of Tibuli are aged less than 20 and the other half are over the age of 20. So all in all, the population of Tibuli grew from 32,602 in 1975 to 101,049 in 2020. So an increase of 68,447 people over the course of 45 years. The latest census figures in 2020 denotes a positive growth rate of 2.12% or an increase of 9,596 people from the previous populations of 91,453 in 2015. Next is the economic profile of the Tibuli tribe. So, the annual regular revenue of Tibuli for the fiscal year of 2016 was about 258,752,205 and 68 centavo. Next is the history highlights of the Tibuli tribes. So, according to anthropologists, the Tibuli may have Austronesian ancestry. It is said that they were already somewhat agrarian and that they formerly extended from the coastlines up to the mountains. However, these people were gradually pushed to the uplands with the entrance of the succeeding populations. It is conceivable that the Tibuli and other upland tribes lived in the fertile Cotabato Valley up until the arrival of Islam in the area in the 14th century along with the other upland tribes. On the other hand, the name Tibuli is a combination of Tau, means people, and Bilil or hill or slope. Thus, the Tibuli means people living in the hills. However, not all Tibuli live upland. Those inhabiting the shores of the Celebes Sea in the municipalities of Maitom, Kiamba, and Maasim are called the Tibuli Muhen. Those in the municipalities of Lake Cebu and Tibuli are the Tibuli Cebu, and those on the western mountains near the Manubo are the Tao Bilay. Next is the cultural highlights of the Tibuli tribe. So the Tibuli tribe of South Cotabato is a fascinating group of people because of their distinct culture, craftsmanship, and weaving skills. On top of that, they are very friendly and hospitable. Their main source of livelihood is farming, fishing, and hunting. Tibuli are highly skilled weavers based on the quality of clothes that they make and how wonderful the designs they've stitched on each one. The abaca-made cloth that they use is called tinalak. Their creativity can also be seen in the quality of their metal works like bracelets, anklets, and figurines. Other body ornaments they make are beaded necklace, brass or beaded dangling earrings, wooden comb decorated with round pieces of mirror, and brass rings which they wear in all of their 5 fingers. They also have a wonderful dance and music style using their very own musical instruments like two-string guitar, drum, agong, bamboo sitar, flute, higalong, and kulintang. Tibuli are very approachable. They live in huts made out of bamboo and dried coconut leaves like most ethnic tribes in the Philippines. So the Tibuli distinguish themselves from other tribal groups by their colorful garments, bracelets, and earrings. The tribe is known for its complicated beadwork, wonderful woven fabrics, and beautiful brass ornaments. These are complemented by their music and dances that mimic the sound and actions of animals such as monkeys and birds. So the rich Tibuli musical culture involves a variety of musical instruments. Interestingly, the Tibuli music and songs are not meant for entertainment only. These are their means of contact with their ancestors and a source of ancient wisdom. The Tibuli believes in a spirit world that everything has a spirit which must be respected for a good fortune and to ward off bad spirits that can cause illness and misfortune. Hand woven by the Tibuli women is called the tinalak. So, the tinalak is a reflection of the tribe's collective imagination and cultural soul. The textile has become the pride not only of the province of South Cotabato but of the whole country as well. And yet, tinalak is not the only jewel in the colorful Tibuli culture. The tribe has its own social traditions and other traits that are also worth the notice and praise.
Good day once again, I am Jaira as COHITMINGAO, and for that continuation, I will going to discuss the issues and challenges faced by the Tibuli tribe in economic, political, environment, gender, and culture. So first is economic. The municipality of Tibuli tribe has experienced the diverse effect of climate change, with farmers contending with crop losses and failure in the past years. Even producing tinalak has also been affected by climate change. The Tibuli are farmers who practice the Sweden. When we say Sweden, it is a slash and burn method of agriculture. This involves cutting of the forest growth, burning the debris, and planting in the clearing. Rice is the primary crop, though yams and cassava are also grown. Food is also provided through hunting, gathering forest produce, and fishing. To supplement their incomes, the Tibuli sometimes sell bananas and other forest produce in nearby markets. Bungulan a banana variety of indigenous to Lake Cebu that farmers are able to export this banana to Japan. Bungulan grow optimally when the temperature is cold and have sufficient forest cover. But because of the adverse effect of climate change, Tiboli tribe loses their crops and experience failure in agriculture. And because also of the climate change, producing tinalak has also been affected. Tinalak, when you say tinalak, it is a signature fabric of Tiboli tribe. Tinalak is a sacred cloth woven by the Tiboli people in communities around Lake Cebu, Mindanao Island. Traditionally made by women of royal blood, thousands of patterns that reference folklore and stories are known to the Tiboli woman by memory. Hotter temperature due to climate change have made it more difficult to grow abaca. Abaca is the main material used to make the fabric. It becomes brittle and easily breakable when exposed to heat, resulting in a low-quality tinalak that features low prices. Transporting the Tiboli agriculture produces to the market was a big challenge for the farmers because of their geographical location and underdeveloped roads. Even before the pandemic, transportation of their agricultural products to the market was already a challenge for the farmers because of their geographical location and the underdeveloped roads, and then the pandemic came, it added to the difficulty of earnings through farming, as the road closures and limited transportation options prevented them from bringing their products to the market. So next we have political. According to the article, Crossroads of Mining Exploitation in the Tiboli Homeland, Tiboli suffered Panamin. When we say Panamin, it is a Presidential Assistant on National Minorities Abuse, militarization, and economic invention of their homeland. According to my research, Panamin was created by Marcos in 1968. It was aggressively recruit and train indigenous people as part of paramilitary groups and aimed to divide and disrupt the ranks of indigenous communities capable of resistance. And Tiboli tribes suffered from Panamin abuse. The armed conflict between the military and NPA has long affected the Tiboli tribe, even many indigenous people live in Mindanao. Ang Tiboli tribe suffered from pang-ekonomiyang pangsalakay sa kanilang bayan. Lowlanders with money and guns have been pushing the Tiboli further up in the hills because of Tiboli lack of a notion of private property. Lowlanders can easily take legal claims to Tiboli land because Tiboli tribe do not have access to any political opportunities and services. They have lack of understanding of their protection of their rights or of their human rights. That's why many lowlanders with money and guns manipulate and abuse them and can easily claim their land without hesitation. Next, we have environmental. The environmental issues that Tiboli face is climate change. The impacts of climate change, such as extreme weather changes, longer drought, and increasing rainfall, which cause flood and landslide. Since Tiboli tribe live in highlands that delikado sa pagbahaan, especially landslides, according to Tiboli tribe, climate change magnifies already existing problems of poverty, deterritoriality, marginalization, and non-inclusion in national and international policymaking processes and discourses. The rest from climate change, land is the central struggle of Tiboli tribe. Since Tiboli tribe depend on natural resources and the integrity of the ecosystems they inhabit, and they depend on forests for their economic activities. That's why, because of climate change, mag-struggle o magproblema ang mga Tiboli tribe. Next is gender. According to popular education for people's empowerment or PEPE, Tiboli women are often married early and deprived of access to full basic education. The poor access to education is a big challenge for Tiboli women because it can affect the ability to access important information on health. Among the Tiboli men, according to my research, among the Tiboli, men slightly 50.7% outnumbered women. In the South Cotabato population as a whole, more women had a college undergraduate education or higher and received academic degrees than men by a substantial margin. Elementary school completion, a measure likely more relevant to the Tiboli themselves, was lower for girls than for boys. 53.9% of elementary school graduates were male, while only 51% of the population was female. And the next one is their cultural. Mining in the Tiboli Mountain homeland by colonial and transnational invaders is destroying Tiboli culture. Why? It because mining activities has a destructive effect on natural resources, like destruction of the natural habitat of different animal species. The dumping of chemicals in mining could also pollute the other areas near the mining sites, since Tiboli culture is richly connected with and inspired by nations